Today I've been working at Blenheim Palace and I've been doing street shows, which is something slightly different to what I might normally be doing at perhaps a wedding or something like that. And I just thought today that I'd share some ideas and different things that I've seen over my time as an entertainer that you might be able to introduce to your wedding to make it different again and make it even more memorable. So quite often, if I'm at a wedding fair and I ask a couple if they've sorted out their entertainment, they might often say to me, yes, we've sorted out our DJ and the band and the evening entertainment. Or if they want to annoy me even more, they'll say, we don't have kids at our wedding. Entertainment doesn't just have to be in the evening, and it doesn't just have to be for the children. It can be for the whole day at different parts of the day. And adults, we like to be entertained as much as anybody, even more than the kids. So I'm just going to run through some ideas and different stuff that you might be able to put into your wedding to make it even more memorable and even more amazing. So the first idea that I love is a themed event, and when I say themed, it doesn't have to be just the same colours and the same cake tops, that sort of thing. I mean actually turning the whole event into an experience. So you can theme either your whole day, or you might be able to just theme the evening event. So as people come out of the daytime room and then they go back into it, it's completely changed to the theme of the evening, which is always a nice surprise, and there's lots of different options there. And there's various different companies out there which allow you to hire the props for these, so you can dress the whole room, particularly if you've got something like a medieval theme or a circus theme or a festival theme, and you've already got a tented wedding like a marquee or a stretch tent like that. It's really easy to just transform it. And not only that, you can bring entertainers in to fit that theme, so everything all fits together and it's really good fun. So for example, if you've got a Hollywood theme, you can have fake paparazzi as people arrive, you've got the red carpet, you've got Oscars maybe during your speeches. Medieval theme, you can have minstrels, so you can do the first dance like a shanty type dance where everybody's involved, and also you can have a jester, which is really good fun thing to have, particularly it's a cross between a magician and a juggler. And also for circus themes, you can have jugglers as well. So all these things then all come together, theme your room, and it just makes a fantastic experience that everybody wants to talk about. So first big tip, themed events. So another great idea for your wedding day is have a mingling entertainer. And mingling entertainers are really good because they fit around your day perfectly, particularly during meet and greet, where I might be working as a magician and I'm mingling and I'm looking at which groups need entertaining at which time, and I fit in perfectly if people are waiting to have their photos taken, or if they're waiting to be served around the tables. Because I'm mingling, I can get in there and I can entertain the right people at the right times. And other good examples of mingling entertainers are perhaps a caricaturist or a cartoonist, which does quick cartoons of your guests. In the same way, a silhouette artist, they are quite entertaining as well, because they just cut out silhouette in paper and they also put it in a small frame and give it to the guests. Other acts which I really enjoy seeing at events which are really colourful are jugglers or stilt-walkers, and they make a really good impact as people arrive, and it's also really colourful, and a good juggler will interact really nicely. And also balloon artists. Balloon artists making modelling balloons are really good fun, and you might think that balloons are just for the kids, but actually a good balloon artist working really well with adults as well. And the more people see the colours and the creations that are made by the balloon artists, the more the adults want them. And it's a really nice way to interact with the tables, and it just adds colour slowly throughout the day. So yeah, mingling artists, always good, always fits in with the day and is great fun. And so the next great idea that I don't often see at weddings is lookalikes. And when I mean lookalikes, I mean celebrity lookalikes, people that act like the celebrities, look like the celebrities, and give your day a real celebrity buzz. And I don't mean like the Elsa characters or stuff like that you might see at children's parties. I'm talking about celebrities like maybe if you have a Gordon Ramsay that comes out of the kitchen and starts shouting a little bit in a really entertaining way. David Beckham and Victoria, they look good. Maybe you might have a Stig lookalike with your car and have photos with the Stig. A Del Boy and Rodney lookalike. Any of the classic comedy characters are always good. And of course, the lookalike acts which I'm involved in, we are the Office lookalikes. So I do Gareth and I work with David Brent. And during our weddings, instead of having a toastmaster, you have David and Gareth, and we can make a surprise appearance. You've got the David Brent dance that you can have during your first dance or even during the speeches, and you've got Gareth doing magic tricks, so you can have us mingling, posing for photos, posing with your photos. So there's loads of scope there, loads of great fun, loads of comedy potential, and it really does transform the day into something with a real celebrity buzz. And of course, everybody's got cameras on them these days on their phones, so everybody wants to take a selfie with a celebrity. But more importantly, your photos, you will have a set of photos where there's no pressure, and it's great fun interacting with your lookalikes. So yeah, celebrity lookalike works so well with every wedding day, and it's really good fun. And so that brings me to the fourth one, and this is something that I've seen at a few weddings, but it's not really popular. It's still a surprise when you see it, and that is the sing-along acts, or the surprise sing-along acts. So you might have the comedy waiters, they work with the venue as if they're real waiters, and then suddenly one of them comes in with a guitar and starts serenading you, and then the second one comes in, the third one comes in, and they start singing popular songs. Everybody knows the words and everybody sings along, and they do some comedy moments. And one of my favourite versions of this is probably one of the originals, and they are singing-waiters.co.uk. Really good act. I went over to Cape Verde with them and we had a really good time. Actually, they even fooled me, so I didn't realise that they were singing waiters to start with until I spotted them and thought, oh yeah, I've been had. So yeah, that's a really good act. And also another version of this, you might want to have a Rat Pack singer that comes in that makes a surprise appearance. And usually towards the end of dinner, this is where it works best. And they're songs that everybody knows, everybody can join in with. So yeah, that's another good entertaining option, a surprise singing act or a singing interactive act at the end of your meal or even after your speeches. So while we're talking about musical acts, how about instead of having your regular covers band in the evening, have something slightly different, like a tribute band or a band that does covers in a slightly different format. So for example, at our wedding we had a street band doing covers in their own version. They're called the Cash Cows. They were brilliant. Also in a similar vein, there's a group called the Iron Boot Scrapers, and they describe themselves as an Edwardian rock band. Also, you might want to look at tribute type band. I've got a colleague that I worked on the Lookalikes show with, and he's Blobby Williams. Obviously not Robbie Williams, but Blobby Williams, and he also does Blues Brothers as well. So instead of thinking about a covers band, think about a band in that sort of style, and that really does add a different aspect to the evening. So you've got a musical act perhaps, or you've got a disco going on, and how about something in the room next door or even part of the room? You might want to have side stalls like coconut shies or hook duck or something like that. If you've got a fairground theme, even better. But it's a really good way of giving people something to do, and it's really good fun. People have a really good laugh with it. Alternatively, you might want to have a fun casino where people gamble fake chips, or even a Scalextrics. A Scalextrics table is really good these days, where everything's computer controlled and you've got computer timing. So again, you can work out a winner, or people can just play for fun. And so finally, this is a personal favourite of mine, is a silent disco. Everybody has a set of headphones on. There's usually 2 or 3 channels to choose from, and you have the whole disco within the headphones, and everybody is just having a great time. You don't have loud music, and that's really good. If people don't want the loud music and you've got guests that just want to chat, they can do that. This is really good if you've got a venue which has a sound limit on after a certain time. You can still carry on partying and having a great time with the sound limit in place. And finally, one quick bonus tip if you want some inspiration for different ideas for your wedding, and that is to build a rapport with your suppliers and ask your suppliers what they have seen at different weddings and what is really good fun. So as suppliers, we've probably been to hundreds, maybe even thousands of weddings, and we've seen lots of different things that work, some things that don't work, and we'll be able to always recommend a great idea, something different for your wedding to give it that extra little buzz. So thanks for watching. I hope this video has given you some inspiration for your wedding day. If it has, let us know in the comments below. Also, I will link to any suppliers that I recommend in the description, and I'll have some more videos coming out very, very soon. So give you some more ideas and tips to make your wedding day even better and even more amazing, and the planning of it less stressful. So thanks for watching. I'll see you very, very soon. Bye bye.